All right, guys, we're at 1031 North Anderson Ave, or North Anderson Street in Tacoma. So this one is, you're right on the corner of North Anderson and 11th. Really nice residential neighborhood. Like, this is exactly what like the Tacoma homes are. Like in when you're not in the the busy part of downtown. I'll give you a look down the street. So I mean, just like tree-lined streets, really old craftsman-style homes. This one was built in 1910. When we walk inside, you'll hear it. But you got the really big trees right out in front. So, and you're right on the corner here too. So you got the ivy growing up along the fence here. Lots of work that needs to be done. Something really cool about a lot of the older homes, you can see they stamp in the address in the concrete. So that's pretty cool. But so you're on the corner. Not terribly busy, but you can hear the cars going by. But really nice like front area. It looks like they just dug up everything here. They had grass at some point, but got lots of nice trees, lots of shade. So you don't have a garage. So well, nothing you can. I'm thinking about whether or not you could put one in. It would be tough because you're right off the street here. So this is down 11th, and there's like opportunity for it, but you'd have to kind of like knock down this fence, and then you can kind of put it in this area. It would take up a lot of your backyard though. But we'll take a look at that as well. That's down in the basement. So overall on the outside of the house, it looks like it's been repainted within the last few years. It's hardy plank siding. Looks like it's in pretty good condition for the most part. The roof looks like it's in pretty good condition as well. They didn't say it was new, so we don't know for sure. But overall, everything looks pretty good on the outside. Nothing that's like terribly concerning. Let's head back towards the front. So the fence over here, you can see they got it propped up. So let me zoom out a little bit. So they got it propped up. So that would need to be fixed as well. And that looks like it is the fence for this property. So, but let's go take a look inside. So nice little front porch here. So we walk in and we got the stairs going up, and then to the left here we have the dining room / living room and kitchen. So we have a little storage room right over here underneath the stairs. It looks like they put that piece of wood into, I don't know what's behind there. Might be some, something mechanical, maybe having to do with the forced air system. So, but these are original doors. The floors are original too. And I mean, they're in pretty good condition, to be honest. Looks like a couple of places they painted over it. So you can see kind of where the black is. And they did it in the kitchen too. And there's that creaking, so which is going to be normal. It's a 1910 house, but inside, so you have, these are single pane. So these are these. I don't know if these are actual original windows, but that would be something where you might want to invest in redoing the windows in the house. That'll be an expensive project. Is this one double? No, they're both single pane. So this is kind of like your living area. Looks like they had a TV set up right over there. This will be like your dining area. Nice little cutout with the little bay windows there. Little built-ins over here as well. This is one of the 4 bedrooms, so this would be considered the primary. There is a light up there. I don't know where the switch is. There's no switch for it. Not outside the room, not inside, so don't really know what's going on with that. But decent size. It's not huge. You're not going to have big bedrooms in a home of this age. So here's your ensuite. So no mirror. I don't know what happened there, but here your sink, your toilet, and then this is just plastic. It's like an overlay, but I'm kind of digging the seafoam green cast iron tub. So, but yeah, that's it. Same here. You got those original hard, like solid doors, and then obviously that one they redid that one. And then here's the kitchen. So it does say the house has natural gas, so that could be something to change over, but kind of nice view, like, you know, cooking, looking outside. Not a ton of countertop space. So you got your sink, your dishwasher, your fridge. You know, not a huge kitchen. You can see they painted the floors in here. So, and this is coming in from the side door. So this is where they had the washer dryer. And don't really know what this room is. They carpeted it, but you can see, and you know, when they redid this house at whatever point. So just in this tiny area, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outlets. Don't really know what was going on in here. And just a weird, like, I mean, I'm not super tall, but my head's hitting the top up here. So, you know, my head goes, I have to tilt my head to go to the top of this window. So don't really know what's going on there, but those are newer windows. I'm guessing maybe somebody was using it as a guest room because they have that stuff set up. I mean, you could squeeze a bed in here. It'd be just kind of tough, but they did redo the windows in there. So let's go take a look upstairs. And you can definitely feel it when you're walking from the kitchen to the living room, how the floor slopes, where it's settled. One of my favorite things about old Tacoma homes is the wide staircase. That's really cool. Going up here, you got the landing. And then, don't really know what's going on with that odd step right there, but that's there. Carpet's in okay condition, with some stains on it. So here's one of the bedrooms. So decent size. It's kind of a long bedroom, but there's the window for the outside, so they use that as a closet. Got 2 closet spaces over here. And then bedroom number 3. This one's a decent size as well. Nice size closet. I mean, you could make one of these the primary if you didn't want to use the one downstairs, even though it has an ensuite. And then there's your full bath. And then this is bedroom number 4. Don't really know where that door came from. It's probably this one here. A little odd that they have this bracket on the inside. Don't really know what's going on there, but these windows look like they're newer, kind of like the ones downstairs, so that's overlooking the backyard. The lights do not work in this room. So let's go take a look. Let's go back outside and take a look at the basement access. Let me turn these lights off. But yeah, this is going to be a decent amount of work, you know, to bring this up. You know, you're never going to bring it up to code just because this house is so old and it's been remodeled before. But there's definitely, you have a 4-stair system. So, I mean, today, like right now, it's 7:39. It's still 90 degrees outside, and it feels like it in here. Like, it's very hot in here right now. And they don't have any air conditioning, so... but with the 4-stair system, you can convert it and add that in. So let's go take a look. We'll go out the back door here. I mean, the floors, even though they're original, I mean, you can see there's some wear and tear. You can see where people normally, the path, the walkway that they take. So this would be a perfect opportunity to redo these floors and, you know, strip them down, sand them down, and then, you know, polyurethane them, get a real nice shine to them. It would look really good. And this one, definitely stripping the paint off the floor, getting it back to the original. So here's the door going outside. So you saw there was plenty of street parking. It's just there's no garage. So, but like I said, it could be something that you could add on. That's pretty much it for back here. I mean, we kind of took a little bit of a look, but really nice tree here, nice shade and everything. Today's definitely the day to need some good shade. It was into mid to upper 90s today, which is not normal, but so let me see. I don't think I could can't turn the flashlight on while I'm in here, but so we got the the wiring in here, it's definitely been updated. Looks like it was done in 95. So, but yeah, you got your hot water heater down here. Yeah, it's hard to see because everything is so dark, but yeah, there's some storage over on this side, and it doesn't really smell like there's a lot of like moisture down here, so that's a good thing. But yeah, there's the, you know, your forced air system, and let's see if there's any kind of lights in here. There we go. All right, so there's that. So we have the, let's see if we can see over here. Can't really see too much, but just some storage and stuff, extra stuff that they've had over there. So, but used to have oil heat, so the oil tank is still down here. They have it listed as gas heating. So the hot water heater. So they have a washer down here too as well. This hot water heater this is not to code. This will definitely come up in an appraisal and an inspection. It's not attached to anything. One of the requirements in Washington State is that you have earthquake straps around the hot water heater. So normally you don't have them kind of in the middle of anything, but the way they got the piping set up, that's exactly where it is. So you'd have to get creative in order to pass an appraisal on this one, because really the only place to attach it to is you can wrap it around and attach it to this pole here, or to this beam. And that should do the trick, but it technically shouldn't be that close. So, and it drains to nowhere. So that's the, you know, the little drain part. It just goes right into the floor. But it doesn't, there's no moisture down here really. So it kind of goes back a little bit over there. It's kind of hard to see, but they got a couple of sandbags here. I don't really know what that's for, but some of the insulation is newer. It looks like when they when they added in the forced air system, or added in the new furnace, they redid some of that, but it's not like that in all of it. So you can see some of the new here, but then you come right to the other side, you don't have any up over on some of these, and then you got little bits here and there. So you got some knob and tube wiring, so that'll come up in an inspection, but I don't think that's the wiring that's being used because they redid the wiring in 93. So, but it's recommended whenever you see knob and tube to get it removed. They stopped using it years ago because it started fires. So, but overall, it's kind of good that there's no moisture smell down here, which is good. But like I said, some of the insulation's not new. You know, there's definitely a decent amount of work to be done. And then when you get a home inspection done, if you did like this home, when you do that, they'll point out everything. So you'll see a lot of different things, like, you know, the hot water heater, the duct work, in and around where it's underneath over here. You can, I don't know if you can really see, but it's exposed and it's not insulated. It looks like part of it is, but not all of it. What else we got going on over here? Got some really old pipes over here. So I don't know where that comes from or goes to, but they kind of put like a French drain in along the wall there. But this is some old piping attached to some newer piping. So that'll definitely come up in a home inspection too. So overall, you know, it's definitely one of those, you know, it's definitely one of those typical old school Tacoma homes. I dig it though. I like stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it would take a lot to bring it up to code, but overall, from the outside looking in, from a non-inspector perspective, the bones are pretty good. You know, you got some things, the creaky floors, stuff like that. That's all kind of normal for a house of this age. But that is pretty much it for this one. Let me get this light turned off. So I'll send you both of these, and let me know what you guys think.